Uh, as a fan of Jim Carrey's incredible talent and the indelible mark he's left on cinema, I find myself both excited and contemplative about his potential return to the iconic role of Stanley Ipkiss in The Mask. Over 2 decades have passed since this zany, green-faced character burst onto our screens, catapulting Carrey into the stratosphere of comedy greatness. Jim Carrey recently discussed the prospect of reprising his iconic character from The Mask. 20 years since the initial idea for a sequel was first proposed. Uh, in the original movie, timid bank clerk Stanley Ipkiss, played by Carrey, becomes a wild and mischievous version of himself when he puts on a magical green mask. The film was hugely successful, earning $351.5 million globally and catapulting Carrey to superstardom. And discussion about a sequel has been ongoing for years regarding Carrey's potential participation in a follow-up to the 1994 cult classic. In a chat with comicbook.com, he clarified that although he has no desire to revisit the character for mere financial reasons, there might be a comeback given suitable circumstances. Carrey elaborated that from his perspective, it's not about capitalizing on the success of the initial movie, but instead ensuring that any potential sequel presents an engaging narrative that respects the original source, that maybe perspective source scale of the critical outfit. You can read his thoughts here. Well, it seems crucial that the concept be sound. If someone has a solid plan, well, it's not primarily about financial gain. I often make light of money, yet one can never tell for certain. But these matters are too uncertain to predict with absolute confidence. And I mentioned retiring, but perhaps I was more expressing a desire for peace rather than actual departure. Since an appealing idea or a team, I truly enjoyed collaborating with Emerges. Things tend to shift unexpectedly. What this means for Hollywood sequels and Jim Carrey's legacy is so SV. It's as a cinephile, I wholeheartedly resonate with Jim Carrey's stance on the importance of a well-crafted narrative when it comes to sequels. Revisiting iconic roles can be invigorating yet daunting if the story doesn't offer fresh perspectives, understanding. For me and for many other actors like Carrey, money isn't the only driving force. Instead, a compelling tale filled with depth and significance is what would entice Carrey to reprise his role in a The Mask sequel. Previously, efforts were made for a follow-up to The Mask. Released in 2005, Son of the Mask was produced without Jim Carrey and featuring Jamie Kennedy instead. The film fell short of recapturing the charm of the original, failing both in storytelling and replicating Carrey's unique comedic flair. The absence of Carrey was significantly noticeable as it garnered a mere 6% rating on Rotten Tomatoes and earned $59.9 million against a production budget of $84 million. This box office disappointment highlighted the importance of having the right ingredients in sequels, particularly maintaining a link to the original's allure, and the presence of the actors contributed to the success of the initial film. Despite this, Carrey's stance on possible sequels mirrors a broader trend in the film industry where storytelling takes precedence over box office earnings. Studios are discovering that reintroducing legendary characters is more likely to be successful when there is a genuine creative intent behind it, as seen in movies like Deadpool 2 and Muppets Most Wanted. For Carrey, any return to the mask would have to match his current professional aspirations. Our take on the future of the Mask franchise, it's reasonable that Jim Carrey might hesitate to reprise his role in The Mask unless the plot is compelling, as a thoughtfully designed sequel would provide an opportunity for the actor to expand creatively and offer fans a nostalgic trip and memory lane. And a return to Stanley Ipkiss's character could be a daring choice for Carrey, but it must strike a balance between preserving the original film's charm and introducing fresh concepts. To make this sequel successful, it might require finding a script that not only captures the humor of the initial installment, but also delves into contemporary themes, making the film resonate with modern audiences, finding pieces considering a vision of the season and tension scan. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed this content.